why is it that God created women with so much pain? Like, I'm sorry I'm saying this, but yeah, I mean, why? What? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a girl talk. If you're a man, I don't think this video is for you. If you don't like hearing things about blood, I don't think this video is for you. But if you're a man, you can still watch, and please, it will help you maybe understand your girlfriend more, or your spouse, or your sister, or your cousin, or even your sibling. Sibling is sister or brother, yeah. Or even your neighbor, or even your student, whoever you are, it will help you understand them. So today I want to tell my story about my first time, which is inspired by Janet Mbugua's book about my first time. It's a women's book that talks about the first time they had their periods. And so yeah, and because some of you knew Daku, the story time, I will put it at the middle, because an average time that people watch my videos is like 2 minutes and then they click out. So Udakum Tacha. So if you want to watch, you'll watch till the end to listen to the story about my first time. But I'll urge you to please subscribe to this channel, like and share if you think it will be important, and you just have to watch till the end for you to understand. I'll start with the problems that we girls go through like every month. Like in the Bible, Eve alikula matunda, but the punishment was childbearing. But I didn't see anywhere about bleeding every month. Like, I didn't see in the Bible. Like, why did God do that to us? Like, afadhali angesema we just have the pain of giving birth, but no bleeding every month. You know, do men lose their sperms every month? No. Why us? Like, why? I hate it here. I hate it here. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the problems that we go through regarding my personal experience, and I'm coming to you just plain and blank, just to talk from my head, because I'm experiencing that pain now, guys. I hate it here. So the first thing is during ovulation, that is the period before your periods come, you end up having so much mood swings or that, but I don't notice much of that in me because I'm naturally a moody person, so I can't say that period affects me so much. Though I do have I don't use those flowcharts and all those period apps. I listen to my body, because 1 week before my period, that's when my cramping starts. Like, you just feel like your vagina is about to break. I feel some pressure on my abdominal, and I don't and then I know, wow, next week she will be visiting. Yeah, so I think that is what I go through before the period, like 1 week before I have the pains. And then that 1 week I may crave something. Mostly it's usually carbs. I will crave puff or mandazis, I will crave chapatis, I will crave bread, I will crave chips, I will crave any carbs you can think of, like donuts, I will crave KDFs. Those are the things that I crave, but I do try not to like listen to that craving. Although sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat, so what? But I do try not to, because when the periods come, it's gonna affect me. I will have double the pain I usually have because of the carbs or the fats that I've eaten before. That is one thing I've learned, that the way you eat affects your periods. And yeah, that is before the period. And then when the periods come, hey, actually before the week of the periods too, I usually break out on my forehead. You see, I break out on my forehead a lot, and sometimes I meet a friend, especially a new friend, and it's like, what's wrong with your skin? Just shut up, okay? I'm going through a lot, my body's going through a lot, and you're here asking me questions. Just shut up and mind your business. Apart from breaking out, I usually prefer, like, I wish I wasn't breaking out. I wish I was just 2-3 pimples on my face, it's fine. But I will break out and still have some pimples. Like this month I had a pimple here, you can see this one is popping out, another one here is popping out, another one here, and another one here. Like, why? God, can you please explain to me? Like, these are one of the questions that I ask God when I get to heaven. Like, why did you create women with so much pain? Like, we are suffering because of Eve. Whew. And then you end up having a boyfriend who hits you. Hey, women, we have suffered. Who hits you? And then you carry that child 9 months, give birth with pain, alafu anakuja na kutusi baadaye. Like, being a woman, I hate being a woman. To be honest, this is what makes me hate being a woman. Next is now during the period. You still have your breaking face and ugly face with all those pimples and all of that. When I'm in my period, I don't have appetite. I barely eat, because you are concentrating on your pain. You have no time to be listening to the hunger in your stomach. And then I do have cramps, by the way. Like yesterday it was worse. Like every month varies. During the hot weather, the cramps are like manageable, you know. It's uncomfortable but manageable. You can go on with your daily duties. But when the weather is cold, like now, when like the weather is transitioning into a cold weather, my period does not want me to be with the cold. Like if I step on a cold floor, the pain shoots up. If I feel any cold, like I have to constantly cover myself, whether it's day or night, like cover myself, because the cold like doubles the pain. That one is for me. I don't know what's for you. Please comment down below. Alafu, yesterday it was worse. Like I've told you, every month varies. Like because of the weather now, or when I change my environment, it becomes worse. Yesterday it was worse. You end up like vomiting and you have no appetite. You just feel like your vagina is breaking. You feel like you can't do anything. You like sleeping is a problem. You sleep all types of positions. Tummy down, tummy up. You squeeze yourself. You try. Like that first night is usually the painful night. I don't even have sleep. Yesterday I was going to the lures, obviously, and then you start feeling like, you know, when you want to vomit, you feel like your mouth is becoming watery, and then I know, oh fuck it, I'm about to throw up. And then I begin to throw up in the toilet, and the security guy had, you know, that throwing up that it's with so much pain and struggle, and he came knocking to the door and he was like, are you fine? Is everything okay? You know, if you have a problem you can speak. But you see, this one is also a problem, but I can't speak this one because it's not that I'm sick. And then later he told me, like, I was almost calling the landlord to come with his car and take you to the hospital. Like, then when you go to the hospital, what will you tell them? That it's just a period. I just told him I'm fine. At least I felt nice that someone who's not a family member cares about me, and that is how it is. I prefer the non-family member care than the family member, because I feel like it's not, the family one is not genuine. Yes, throwing up. That one is not usually every month, but it's when I change my environment. The last time I experienced that was when I was at home last year, when I moved from school to home. And yes, I'm in my village, duties going on with my work, and then it just came. I've finished, I've gone home. I was from the river from washing my clothes. I've hung I don't even remember if I had hung my clothes, and my stomach starts paining. Like it pains. You see the way people who are in labor behave? You start breathing in, you breathe out in a jail, like, you know. That helps me also during, that's like a remedy for me during my period. But I tried that, it's not working. I start walking around the compound, like walking, exercise helps, it was not working. I sleep, you can't sleep, it's not working. I started crying, and then my uncle comes and is like, what's wrong? I'm like, Tumwin and you, mom, my stomach is paining me. And he went to the hospital to buy me, not hospital, chemist, to buy me some stomach drugs, and they kind of helped during that time. And I sat outside, I started like throwing up also. And then there is this one woman, I think she came to look for my grandma, and she was like, oh, she's sick, that is malaria. Africans, why is it that everything is just malaria, malaria, malaria? Everything, you just conclude it's malaria. You start taking malaria drugs, it's not even malaria, and they end up even affecting your health. Story for another day. And that is it. Like, wow, me, I hate it being a woman. Like, pain every day, and then you have to, I feel like women were given the biggest responsibility, giving birth, taking care of the children, taking care of the home, maintaining the home, helping your husband. Like, you become a helper to, like, shit. Like, why? Just because of Eve. God, deliver us from this pain. Okay, so the remedies, like, if you eat a lot of chocolate things, expect your flow to be heavier and painful. So I avoid chocolate. As much as people say that every woman loves chocolate, I don't. Like, I cannot risk taking that chocolate bar. Then I have twice the amount of flow I have and twice the pain. No. And then also fried food, like I've said, if I eat that, like now I know yesterday was worse, and still today, because of 1 week ago I had a mukbang about fries. I ate fries and a lot of oil stuff, and I know it's affecting me now. So yeah, just avoiding junk foods helps me. Avoiding biscuits and sweets, sugary foods, like a lot of sugar. This is not the time to be taking that. Just avoid. And then what I do, you know, I've seen in videos that you take, you microwave a socks with rice. I cannot do that because number one, that is wastage of rice. Number two, I do not have microwave, but that's not the point, okay? The point is, I do drink hot water. Like, I drink hot water, when it's too hot, I put it here, like on a cup, and you put it on your abdomen, like that. It helps as you drink the hot water. Then after some time you just lie down and it's fine. When the pains come again, just boil water again and drink, and that makes me think that I need to buy a thermos to help me. But yeah, hot water helps. And if you have any other remedy, please comment down below. And just avoid junk food. This is why God wants us to take care of our health, because the consequences are many. And so now that we've gotten to this point, I want us to talk about my first time having my periods. It's a story, a painful story, disgusting story that I don't want to talk about, but I have to, because it's a girl talk and it's normal. I first had my period like 6th or 8th September, like when I was in class 6. Class 6, I was like 12 years old. Yeah, like it came early. I was the first one before my sister. I feel like I grew faster than my sister with regards to puberty. And yeah, it came that time. I didn't know what it was. I love you know, your first few months is irregular. It comes and goes. Like that few months, it was irregular, and then it never stopped until last year. I changed my environment when I went home. It never came for December, and I was like, whoo, the Lord is good. I am God's favorite child. I love it. I wish it could be skipping like every month. I'm just happy. But since like when I was 12 years old until last year when I was 21, it skipped 1 month. Like I was happy it skipped. I was happy. I just like it. So those few months were irregular, but what did I use? I didn't know who I can talk to. But at class 6, you know, science, you already have the education about all those things. So what I used to do, I don't remember if it was that painful. I feel like the pain grows as you grow. For some people, it reduces as you grow. So yeah, I used to cut a cloth. It's so embarrassing, but I cut a cloth and then I used to use it. If it's full, I just wash it and dry it and use it again. Sometimes I used to cut my mattress. I use my mattress and then I throw it. Sometimes I didn't know who I could talk to about such things. And you know, no one cares. Like you're just living. No one cares about what you're going through. Sometimes I used to use books, papers from books, guys. Yay! I have suffered. And then I just throw it away. I survived, and it's going to that I my auntie's cotton pads. I think she had delivered or something. I just told 2 or something, and I used them, and I used that for a long time. Like that class, I know you're going to school, it is leaking because it's not secure. Oh my god, at that point you don't even have enough underwears. You don't know any hygiene about that. You know, that's a critical time that you need to maintain the hygiene. And I ended up having an infection that it just stopped by its own. Like because of that heat, you're not clean, fresh air or what, I began having brown discharge that was smelling even up to when I was in high school. I didn't know the hygiene. Now it's better. It comes when I'm stressed, and that is what tells me that I'm stressed. But it just went away when I started learning hygiene and all those stuff. When I got to class 7, there is this time that I was in class and it came. I had no pads. I couldn't afford one. I couldn't ask. And I was in a private school, and I was a day scholar, and then this time I was sitting down. I had a deskmate who was a lady, who's a family friend and who I consider a cousin. Thank you so much, Laura. You know that? I don't forget the things you did for me. And then I'm in class, and it's a math class, and then I start bleeding, and then it leaks through the uniform, and the uniform was navy blue. It will obviously show. And then, you know, when people go for lunch, I don't stand. And my friend and my deskmate was like, Anashuku, like something is wrong. When I stand, like I remember this class teacher, math teacher was there, and I was not performing well because of all these things I was going through. Like, should I think about how I'll take care of myself, how I'll prevent myself from embarrassing, or should I concentrate in class listening to this math teacher? I performed poorly. I stand and go, and I'm being punished, and my dress is late. When people go for break, on the veranda outside the class, there were some buckets with water. I go outside and try to clean it, and then I go outside to the sun. I don't even go for that breakfast. I mean that uji and that. And remember, at home I've not taken breakfast in the morning, so it was like tough time. So I have to choose like my uniform to dry. I go stand in the sun after cleaning and let the rays of the sun hit it for it to dry. Oh my god. And then my deskmate saw that struggle, and she went and told this one lady, madam teacher, who was in school, and then they called me. I didn't understand. They told me that there's pads or what, and they borrowed from one of the boarders, one lady, and they gave it to me, and they showed me how to put it on your pants and that. But you know, they gave me like 1 packet or something, and I used to visit one of my friend in the dormitories, and I see just how many she had in a box, and I'm like, oh my god, you're so rich, your mother loves you. And it's just ordinary pad. Like when you see these organizations where people wanachangiana pads, I do understand because I was there. Like just give, because there's so many girls who are suffering outside there. So she gave me that month. I don't know how I survived the following years. I think I just used my clothes and da. Primary is over. I think I started I didn't even have pocket money for me to save to buy myself pads, sanitary towels. So I think it was this time at the end of class 7 when boarding was a must. And then we were supposed to go for boarding. Well, like the last people to go boarding because of financial issues. We stayed home for 1 month because they can't tolerate you because you have to go to boarding. Because that time you are transitioning into class 8 and you have to like be doing exams and revision often till late at night, early in the morning, and the scholars arrive in school at 7. So it's just in need for you to be boarders. So time for us to come boarding. Can you imagine what my auntie did? It was so embarrassing. She brings us the box and all that. I don't know if my father had sent them enough money and like they used it for other things. I don't know. She's a woman, but this woman had no conscience. How can you put in the box like 1 pant and like 2 packets of sanitary towels, because it's a must. There is a list that the school gives you, and you have to pay for the Sunday uniform, Saturday uniform, and all that. School fees, you mean it's double because of the boarding stuff. What? You come with 1 pant and pads, 2 packets of pads for a whole term. How is that possible? Like, I can't forget. Until like the mistress, boarding mistress, was like, just go to the market nearby and buy them a packet of pants. And that was the first time like I had a whole packet of pants. Like, hey, I've suffered growing up. Like, yeah. And I think from then I used to those pads like that. I survived and primary was over. And yeah, I thank God for Laura. You are such a blessing in my life. Fast forward to high school. When you're joining to high school, of course you have to have the pads compulsory. Now at least I'm growing, I'm learning my hygiene, but I didn't know the hygiene of like, you're not supposed to have a pad more than 8 hours or 6 hours depending on your flow. So that's when I contracted the infection, and it lowered my self-esteem because the smell was obvious in class. And my deskmate then was like, what is that smell? I knew what it was, but I just kept quiet. And then like that, I just learned my hygiene as time went by, and it got better up to now. And I feel like I didn't want to spend like to change my pad often, because I know when it gets finished I have no other. And then borrowing, it's like, yo. And my whoever was raising me up, my aunt was like, this woman who never even cared. I don't think she understood what a girl child goes through. Like, yo. And that was it. That was my first time story having my periods, and it was terrible. I still struggle with it now because of buying the pads and all that. But at least now I have the knowledge and all of that. And that is my story. I know it sounded so like disgusting and yucky, especially if you've watched up to this end. But you know, it's part of growing up. I learned my hygiene. I learned how to, you know, when you're joining a high school from 1, now they taught us very well how to use the pad, how to put it in your pad. Alafu, I don't know why every month like I just have leakages. I don't know if it's because I do have heavy flows. I don't know. But one of the things that changias for you, if you contributes to you having leakages, is the type of pants that you have. Like when you're on your periods, you need to have these tight, not tight, like fitting pants, not thongs and all that. I don't know, just the normal pants. I don't know the name. But yeah, and you need to have enough pants, enough knee, because on my first night, that is my heaviest flow. As you go on my painful day, that is the first day. And then I have to wake up like 5 times in the night to clean up and change. It's so disgusting. Oh, I hate it here. I hate it here. And then the other days are like manageable. I don't know. Sometimes I even force myself to go to class when I'm in pain, and I know I'm not even going to concentrate. I'm going to concentrate on my pain. I think I've been so hard on myself, but it is what it is. Just manage. And I'm even wondering, when I get to, you know, the corporate world working, how do those women manage? Like, if you're here and you're a corporate person, just tell me in the comment section, like, how do you survive? I'm thinking of how painful I can't even survive a day, and you're in a workplace. Like, how do you manage your pain? And I think my tongue is beginning to ache. You can't sleep, you can't do anything. Like, why was I born a girl? I should have been born a boy at least. They don't go through all this. And then I can't even think about childbirth. Like, that is my first time period story. You can share yours if you love to. But yeah, what else should I say? Wow. Just eat healthy, avoid problems, avoid sugar, take care of yourself. Do exercise. I think exercise helps. Like, I love for those people who use cups and tampons. Me, I feel like I will never use that. I'll just stick to pads forever, because me, even when I'm in my normal periods, I feel like my vagina is breaking, and then I go in and insert those things in my vagina. I'll never use those things, I swear. Never. Like, I'm just adding pain to pain. Like, it's so disgusting. I don't know. But I do use reusable pads, like the one that you use and wash. I use that because I know I do have problems with financing myself every time, like buying. I feel like I'm just wasting money on such things, so I prefer the reusable ones that my grandma got me, and since then I've never got rid of them, and I've saved money every month. I don't feel, even when I'm broke, I'm not like, hey, I don't have money to buy pads. I still have my reusable ones and I just use them. I think that is what works for me. Do what works for you. And that is it for this video. I hope I really talked everything out, and I'll see you on my next video. Please make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Let's interact in the comment section. Share this video to help your sister and brother. And please, men, understand your women and everyone. When they're moody, maybe it's during that period, like, just leave them alone. Like, during that time of the month, they just get annoyed with every little thing, so you need to understand, because I do.